The Big Bang Theory quickly became one of the most popular television shows in the world, breaking records and drawing a huge audience, and the Big Bang Theory cast salary reflected the demand for the series. The quirky sitcom lasted a whopping 12 seasons, and famously, by the end of the series, the main Big Bang Theory cast was pulling in a huge salary per episode, over $1 million per episode by the final season, via ET Online. The Big Bang Theory followed a group of scientists in different fields who became friends with the woman who lived across the hall. Their lives and relationships changed drastically as a result. With 12 years of their lives invested in making people laugh as nerdy scientists and hilarious friends, there's no doubt that the cast only continued to make more and more money as the series gained popularity and continued at the top of everyone's radar. The difference between the first and last season's Big Bang Theory cast salary, though, is incredible. Will Wheaton, $20,000. Character, as himself. As far as secondary characters go, salaries didn't usually exactly go up or down as the show went on. Will Wheaton was no exception, and even though he literally played himself, the Kiwi Report initially reported he was making $20,000 per episode throughout the course of the show in an article that has since been removed from the website. Other frequent guest stars earned $50,000 or more for a single episode appearance, so it is possible that his earnings were higher. However, while Wheaton might be a big name in certain pop culture spheres thanks to his roles in the likes of Star Trek and Stand By Me, he is not a household name, so it makes sense he didn't receive as high of a payday. With only 17 episodes under his belt during the run of the series, he definitely made an impression. Self-professed geeks who are fans of the show already know and love the Star Trek icon, even if his character was one of the least likable in the Big Bang Theory. Kevin Sussman, $50,000. Character, Stuart Bloom. There's no indication that Kevin Sussman ever got a salary increase, even though he actually became a pretty prominent character as the series progressed. Everyone loved Stuart Bloom as a secondary character, of course, especially as he became such a big part of Howard and Bernadette's lives. Stuart started as simply an acquaintance of the group who ran a comic book store and became a trusted member of their circle. Sussman had already established a respectable career in movies and television by the time he joined the cast of The Big Bang Theory in a supporting role. Still, given that he made sporadic appearances early on in the show, his salary would be normal. Though it is likely there was some increase as the role got bigger. From the beginning to the end, Kevin Sussman was reported to be making $50,000 per episode, via a Fair Post. He appeared in 84 episodes, so while this is lower than The Big Bang Theory cast salaries, it's still a big paycheck. John Ross Bowie, $50,000. Character, Barry Cripp. Much like Kevin Sussman, John Ross Bowie's secondary character of Barry Cripp was raking in around $50,000 per episode, starting in 2009 for his first appearance, which was reported to stay the same until his last appearance in 2019, via Tuco. Unlike Sussman, his role didn't become as intertwined with the main cast as the series went on. However, he was a memorable part of the show from his introduction. He appeared in 25 episodes over the course of the show, and Bowie became iconic as Barry Cripp. As one of the most intelligent supporting characters in The Big Bang Theory, he is a rival and a wonderfully annoying nemesis for the main characters. His salary remained pretty steady, but so did his role in the show, even if Barry did become more of a friend over time instead of an underdeveloped villain. Mayim Bialik, $45,000 to $425,000. Character, Amy Farrah Fowler. Mayim Bialik joined the show as a secondary character and love interest for Sheldon in Season 3, but she was still getting a decent salary from the start. However, over time, she became a core character in the show. From becoming a close friend to Penny to her relationship with Sheldon, Amy ended up with some of the best story arcs on The Big Bang Theory out of the rest of the main cast. Bialik was the last to join the ensemble. However, her growth in salary is a testament to how big of a role she ended up playing. She was still pulling in about $425,000 per episode by the end, not quite on par with the other major characters, but their lack of appearance in the earlier seasons definitely made a difference to their growing pay, via THR. Melissa Rauch, $45,000 to $425,000. Character, Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz. Like the actors behind Raj and Howard, Amy and Bernadette's actresses were often partnered together when it came to salaries and their growth. Melissa Rauch, who played Bernadette, joined the series in Season 3 as Howard's love interest. Her character was slowly fleshed out over time, and Bernadette eventually married and started a family with Howard. She ended the show by making over $425,000 per episode. In fact, the other 5 main cast members all gave up $100,000 of their own salaries so that Bialik and Rauch could earn a more fair rate, via the National Post. The salaries reflect the bigger role Bernadette played in the rest of the series, moving from a simple love interest to a character in her own right. Rouch's performance also helped land her the lead role in her next sitcom, Night Court. Like Mayim Bialik, Rouch's salary never matched the rest, but they were still making some very decent salaries by the time the series took its final bow.